The testing pyramid is dead. For nearly 2 decades, we've treated it as the sacred cow of software quality, but the world has moved on. It was designed for a world of monolithic applications and manual release cycles, a world that, quite frankly, no longer exists for modern engineering teams. Today, teams spend up to half their time just fixing flaky, brittle tests. And let's be honest with ourselves. Fixing tests is not testing. When Mike Cohn introduced the pyramid in 2009, it was based on 2 constraints. Unit tests were fast and UI tests were slow and unreliable. Back then, the goal was high coverage at low cost. But in optimizing for cost, we've inadvertently compromised on actual system confidence. We write thousands of unit tests that pass 100% of the time, yet the system still crashes in production. This is the isolation paradox. When you mock your database, your API, and your auth service, you aren't testing the software. You're testing your assumptions about the software. The complexity has moved. It's no longer inside the individual functions. It's in the interactions between dozens of distributed services. In a microservices world, the real risk, the catastrophic failures, occur at the seams, and the pyramid's tiny tip doesn't cover those seams. Maintaining a massive unit test base slows down refactoring. It becomes a tax on your development speed rather than a safety net for quality. The original reasons for the pyramid, slowness and flakiness, have been solved by modern tools like Playwright and test containers. We can now spin up real databases in seconds and run browser flows in milliseconds. The speed advantage of the unit-heavy base is evaporating. This is why we're moving toward models like the testing trophy. It emphasizes the meat of the strategy, the integration layer. Integration tests provide the highest confidence to effort ratio. They verify that components actually talk to each other correctly. Tools like Pact allow us to ensure that providers and consumers are in sync before code even reaches a staging environment. We need to stop obsessing over percent coverage and start measuring what matters: mean time to detect and mean time to recover. Testing doesn't end at deployment. We must shift right using observability and monitoring to catch the bugs that pre-production tests miss. In a non-deterministic AI world, your production environment is the ultimate end-to-end test. Real user data is the source of truth. The role is evolving. The manual tester must become a quality architect, designing the systems that enable continuous automated quality. Quality isn't a gatekeeping function at the end of a sprint. It's an engineering discipline that must be built in from the very first line of code. Generative AI is the final nail in the pyramid's coffin. It has changed the math of test generation and maintenance forever. We're entering an era of agentic QA where AI agents don't just run scripts. They explore applications and self-heal brittle UI tests. Remember, green builds are not luck. They are the result of a deliberate methodology. This is how we win. It's time to kill the pyramid and start building for the future. Join the QA revolution. Let's redefine software quality together. To replace the pyramid, we look at the testing honeycomb, a model popularized by Spotify specifically for microservices. In the honeycomb, we almost entirely eliminate class-level unit tests. Why? Because they create maintenance burden without system confidence. Instead, the meat of our strategy moves to service tests. We verify the internal components of a service as a single integrated unit. This ensures that the contract between your service and its dependencies is actually being honored, catching bugs before they hit the network. Teams moving to this model report a 10 times increase in feedback speed compared to traditional end-to-end UI automation. More importantly, they see up to a 30% reduction in production incidents because they're testing the system where it actually breaks. But a modern strategy requires modern infrastructure. We must treat our testing environments with the same rigor as production. That means establishing SLAs for environment uptime. If your test environment is down, that is a high priority defect. Shift left isn't just about running tests earlier. It's about developers owning the quality of the services they build. In this world, the QA engineer transitions into a quality coach, building the tools and frameworks that enable developers to ship fast, but we don't stop at deployment. Shift right means using real-time observability to monitor how the system behaves under load. We use canary releases and feature flags to safely test new features in production. This is where the real confidence is built. We move away from coverage metrics and toward mean time to detect. How quickly can we find a failure when it occurs? And mean time to recover. In an AI-driven world, resilience matters more than perfection. We optimize for recovery speed. Modern AI tools can now automatically heal broken UI tests. This solves the brittleness problem that once plagued E2E automation. We're moving toward autonomous exploration, where agents find edge cases that a predefined script or a pyramid could never catch. The lesson is clear. Don't let a 15-year-old geometric shape dictate your strategy. Draw your own shape based on your risk. By killing the pyramid, we close the gap between deployment velocity and testing speed. We ship with confidence. This is the QA revolution. It's about moving from checking to engineering, from reactive to proactive. Let's talk about why the speed argument for unit tests is dying. Modern tools like Playwright have changed everything. We can now run hundreds of end-to-end tests in parallel, finishing a full suite in under 10 minutes. That was impossible 5 years ago. With test containers, we spin up real PostgreSQL or Kafka instances in seconds. We don't need mocks that hide the real bugs. When the cost of running a real test is nearly the same as a mock test, you always choose fidelity. You test the reality. Shift right is where the testing pyramid truly dies. We move from pre-deployment scripts to real-time production observability. By using canary releases, we expose new code to 1% of users first. If the metrics don't spike, we've passed the ultimate test. Feature flags allow us to toggle off failing code instantly. This resilience is more valuable than any unit test base. When you have a safety net in production, you stop being afraid to ship. You start moving at the speed of the market. AI is now fixing our tests for us. It recognizes when a CSS selector changes and updates the script automatically. No more flakiness. We are hiring AI agents to crawl our apps, finding paths and edge cases that a human developer would never think to script. The ROI on a single well-placed E2E test is now 10 times higher than a unit test because it validates the entire user journey. This is not just a change in strategy, it's a change in mindset. I'm Ron Wilson, and this is the QA revolution. Let's go. Let's look at how this methodology works in the real world, starting with a major e-commerce platform transitioning to microservices. They had 10,000 unit tests but still faced weekly outages. The issue? Cart services weren't talking to inventory services correctly. By deleting 60% of their brittle unit tests and replacing them with 200 robust integration tests, they eliminated those production spikes. In fintech, where precision is everything, contract testing ensures that every API change is compliant and accurate before it's deployed. So how do you start? Step 1 is a ruthless audit of your existing suite. If a test hasn't caught a bug in 6 months, delete it. Step 2, build your integration baseline. Focus on the seams of your architecture, where services meet. That's where the value is. Step 3, implement real-time observability. You need to know what's happening in production before your users tell you. Finally, layer in AI. Use autonomous agents to find the edge cases that human scripts miss. This is the ultimate safety net. How do you sell this to the board? You stop talking about bugs found and start talking about velocity enabled. By killing the pyramid, you reduce cycle time. You get features into the hands of users faster with higher confidence. That's the ROI. In an AI-driven world, resilience matters more than perfection. We're building systems that can recover instantly from failure. Quality engineering is not a department, it's a mindset. It's about moving from a world of checking to a world of proactive engineering. Where are we going? The next decade will be defined by autonomous, self-healing, and highly observable systems. Agents will not just run our tests, they will design them, maintain them, and optimize our systems in real time. Our mission at QA Revolution is to lead this transition, to empower engineers to build resilient software at speed. The pyramid served its purpose, but its time is over. It's time for the revolution. Join us at carrevolution.com. The core of modern quality is the continuous feedback loop. We need developers to get results in minutes, not hours. A red build must be treated as an emergency. If we allow broken builds to persist, we lose the trust of the entire engineering organization. We should establish SLAs for our test suites. If a test is flaky, it is a bug in the testing infrastructure that must be fixed immediately. Synthetic monitoring allows us to run our most critical end-to-end flows against the production environment 24/7. That is real confidence. We are using AI to analyze our code changes and predict where the highest risk of failure lies. We test smarter, not just harder. The QA revolution isn't just about tools, it's about people. It's about empowering every engineer to be a champion of quality. Remember the quality pulse. Focus on mean time to detect, mean time to recover, and the health of your production seams. We are setting a new standard for what it means to build software. A standard based on resilience, speed, and engineering excellence. This transition won't happen overnight. It is a journey, but it is the most important journey your engineering team can take. The testing pyramid is dead. Long live quality engineering. Join us at QA Revolution and let's change the industry together. When developers own quality, the entire organization moves faster. It's about giving them the right tools to test their own code with high fidelity. Checking is reactive. Engineering is proactive. One is a bottleneck, the other is a competitive advantage. Which one does your team represent? By 2026, the teams that haven't killed the pyramid will be left behind. The future belongs to those who embrace integration and AI. Thank you for taking this deep dive with me. Go back to your teams, audit your suites, and start your own revolution. I'm Ron Wilson. Let's build the future of software quality together. I'll see you in the revolution. When your test environment fails, it's not a glitch. It's a high priority defect. We must track these with the same intensity as production bugs. The cost of inaction is a slow, grinding death for your engineering velocity. Don't wait for a major outage to change your strategy. This is a global movement. Thousands of engineers are already moving away from the pyramid and toward high-confidence, context-driven testing. Now it's your turn to lead. Take these principles, apply them to your context, and share your results with the community. I'm Ron Wilson. Thank you for joining me for this masterclass on the QA revolution. Let's keep building the future, one integrated test at a time.